In the far north, before the world grew tame and the gods fell silent, there were men who fought like storms made flesh. They were called Berserkers, Odin's chosen, the wild ones, the wolf-skinned and bear-cloaked. They came from deep forests and the cold edge of the sea, men who feared neither steel nor death. When the war horns blew and the sky darkened with ravens, something within them awoke. Something old as the ice, fierce as the fire that burned in the heart of creation. They tore off their armor and threw down their shields, their chests bare to the wind. They wore the hides of beasts, bears, wolves, the creatures that men feared in the night, as if they meant to borrow their spirits. And when the battle began, they changed. At first, it was a trembling, a shiver running through their limbs. Then came the howl, deep, raw, like the cry of a wounded god. Their eyes burned white, foam gathered at their lips, and they bit the rims of their shields until the wood splintered in their teeth. The rage had taken them, the Berserksganger, and in that storm they became more than men. Spears shattered against them, arrows broke upon their skin. They moved through the ranks of the enemy like fire through dry grass. No blade could slow them, no cry could reach them. They felt no pain, no fear, only the red joy of battle. The sagas say Odin's spirit ran in their veins, that in their frenzy they fought as the All-Father's wolves, his bears, his stormbringers. But when the battle ended and the last screams faded into the wind, the rage left them. The power that had filled them drained away, leaving only shaking hands and hollow eyes. Some collapsed where they stood, gasping like men who had drowned. Others slept for days. It was as if the beast within had devoured them, then fled. To fight beside a berserker was to fight beside madness itself, to see the divine and the damned in the same breath. Kings like Harold Fairhair kept them close, for they were worth 100 ordinary men. Yet even kings feared them. In peace, the rage slept lightly. One harsh word, one spark of anger, and it could wake again. As the centuries turned, new gods came to the north. The white Christ priest spoke against the old ways, calling the berserkers beasts, their power a work of the devil. To go berserk became a crime, a mark of shame. The wild men vanished into the forests or fell on distant fields where no one sang of them. But their legend did not die. Even now, when fury takes a man and he forgets himself, when he moves with strength beyond reason, and his eyes burn like those of the old warriors, people still say he has gone berserk. And somewhere, in the cold breath of the northern wind, if you listen long enough, you might still hear it. The echo of their howling, the roar of the berserkers, the men who became beasts, who fought for gods and glory, and whose rage shook the very heart of the world.